This Wednesday marks the 60th anniversary of one of the worst fires in Brisbane's history. The ferocious Paddington Tram depot blaze would forever change the city, the beginning of the end for its trams. Max Butcher explains.
Brisbane, like Melbourne, still has its trams, but how long will they last?
Electric trams began rattling through Brisbane in 1897. They would be the city's main arteries for generations, until one Friday night in late September 1962. At the Paddington depot on La Trobe Terrace, a fire would spark in a storage room. Fuelled by the building's timbers, grease and oil, it roared through the building, trams crashing 15 metres through the floor. In all, 67 would be lost.
20% of the tram fleet was destroyed in an instant.
Immediately, the future of Brisbane's trams was called into question.
Would you be prepared to give a direct yes or no answer to the citizens of Brisbane on whether or not trams would be scrapped?
We just don't go in and say, yes, we're going to get rid of trams and put on buses.
Elected to modernise Brisbane, Clem Jones preferred buses.
He was somewhat negative in his attitude to trams, to put it mildly.
The last would ride the rails in April 1969. But what about the drivers? Many were given jobs on the buses, even though some had never driven before.
Surely this is a very bad thing, though.
Yes, it is, but I think it's right in one way that the men should not have been out of work.
By the end, Brisbane had almost 200 kilometres of track. Within 3 years, most signs of it were erased.
This is one of the last areas in Brisbane where tram tracks are being removed. And regular road users say it's about time the work was done.
Over the years, there have been proposals to bring trams back. A tourist tram in 1987. The Bris Tram project in 97. They would never leave the station. But in 2016, Brisbane Metro was born, going underground between Woolloongabba and Hurston, a bus-tram hybrid. It would evolve into the Brisbane Metro, currently being tested. It's scheduled to start carrying passengers in late 2024. Today, 20 examples of our tram heritage are kept running by volunteers at the Brisbane Tramway Museum. Biased, perhaps, they cast an envious eye to Melbourne and wonder what might have been.
A few years ago, we had a large function here at the museum in an anniversary commemoration, and the Lord Mayor at the time admitted that he thought it was probably the worst decision that the City Council had ever made.
What might have been. On